Hey, what's up you guys? It's Kat. Welcome back to BookTube Beginnings. I am wrapping up the month of April. Now, I did pretty good for myself. I read 6 books. May not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but it's a lot to me. It's something I've never been able to do in 1 month. We were setting the bar up here because it was here. Now it's up here, and now we just gotta keep on elevating. The first book I read in April is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think it was really good. Christina Lauren is pretty hit or miss for me. Some books I love, some books are just questionable, but this one was one of the books that I really did enjoy. It's about these 2 best friends. One may have a crush on the other, vice versa. Are they just friends or are they more kind of story? And it was really good. It was really cute. The next book I read for the month of April is Looking for Alaska by John Green. I actually have a whole reading vlog on this book. It was me reading Jan Agaton's favorite books. So I will link that video in the cards and down below if you want to go check it out. Yeah, this was the first book that I tabbed this year, so it's pretty tabbed up as you can see, but I really enjoyed it, and this was definitely a 5 stars. This is something that in the future I would definitely reread. Again, I see most of my thoughts on it in that video, so I'm not gonna say much here. You just have to watch that video to find out. The next book I read is Crave by Tracy Wolff. Now this this gives me all the Twilight vibes, even the cover, but what's inside actually gives me Twilight vibes. It feels nostalgic, but it shouldn't. The story itself, I've never read it before, but because it's so similar to Twilight, it felt very nostalgic. It felt like homey. I gave this a 3.5. I really did enjoy it, but like, it's not anything that was crazy. It didn't shock me in any way, but I did have a great time reading it, and I'm going to continue on with the series. The next book I read was for the Thrills and Chills-a-thon, hosted by my good friends. I will link their channels down below. First book I read is No Exit by Taylor Adams, and this fulfilled the prompt of isolated setting. I gave this 5 stars. It's a thriller, so I don't want to say too much, but this read like a movie. Like, I read this in 1 day. Who am I? I don't read anything in 1 day. I read this in 1 day, so if that doesn't say anything. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It read like a movie. I think that like non-readers, if they really like a thriller movie, like this is something I would recommend to someone who likes thrillers, like watching thrillers, because this read literally, it was so atmospheric. I saw what was going on in my head. Definitely 5 stars. Again, I don't want to say too much about it. It's really good. The next book I read, also for the Thrills and Chills-a-thon, this fulfilled the prompt of Nailbiter, 5-star prediction, and also a character running away from their past. This book also, I want to say, was very atmospheric. I felt like I was in the Bartholomew. This book is about a girl named Jules who gets a job apartment sitting. It's like a really, really famous apartment in New York City. Like, everyone knows about it. It's very luxurious. It's really nice, and she gets paid like a really high amount just to live in this apartment, but there's a lot of rules that go along with it, and some things aren't always what they seem. She figures that out very quickly. It is such a good book. I gave this a 4.5 stars. It wasn't exactly 5 stars, but I had so much fun reading this, and I definitely would recommend this one as well. The last book I read for the month of April is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I almost DNF'd this book, and then I was like, you know what, let me push through, and I'm glad I did. This was definitely a 3.75 for me. The beginning felt like very slow, and I did not care for any of the characters at all. But when everything started unveiling itself, that's when I was like, okay, I need to know, because there was a lot happening at once. And so yeah, I did enjoy it, and I'm glad I didn't DNF it. But it was definitely not high on my list. But it was a good one, and this fulfilled the prompt of Gaslight, Unreliable Narrator, and also Under the Influence, Influencer Recommendation. I got recommended this from Sav over at Riveting Reads. It was like her favorite book. Sorry, Sav, it was not my favorite, but I'm glad you love it, and I can see why. So that is everything that I read for the month of April. If you want to see more of me and more bookish content, definitely hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big like and comment what is the thing that's on your left. I must know. Bye guys!